All right, let's talk packaging. Ever feel like you're trying to learn a whole new language on the fly? Well, think of this as your personal cheat sheet. We're going to give you the key terms you need to have really confident conversations. And most importantly, find that perfect solution for your customers. I mean, think about it. When a customer calls and asks for a box, what are they really asking for? It's so much more than just, four sides and a bottom. They're looking for a promise. They want to guarantee that their product is going to show up safe and sound and look good doing it. And that's exactly it. You're not selling a product, you're selling a solution that protects, that presents, and that delivers. So this little explainer is going to break down the anatomy of a box for you, giving you that core vocabulary you need to build trust and really guide your customers to the best possible choice. So where do we start? Well, to really understand the whole solution, you got to start at the very beginning with the foundation, the paper itself.
Okay, the first word you're going to hear all the time is craft. This is the strong, super reliable paper that's the foundation for most of the boxes you'll ever see. Kind of like the canvas an artist uses before they start painting. You'll even spot it in product names right on the box pool site, like the craft paper food box. That name alone tells you you're getting something sturdy and dependable right off the bat. But here's the thing. It's not just the paper that makes a box so tough. Nope. The real secret, the brilliant bit of engineering, is how we turn that flat sheet of paper into a protective powerhouse. And this right here is a super important point. We're not just selling cardboard. That's a common mistake. We're selling corrugated material. See that wavy, fluted layer that's sandwiched between the flat sheets? That's the secret ingredient. That's what gives it incredible strength and protection. So if you look really closely at the edge of a box, you'll see that zigzag pattern. That's called the flute. And each one of those little waves acts like a tiny arch, distributing weight and absorbing any bumps along the way. It's basically the built-in cushioning that keeps everything inside safe. And get this, not all flutes are created equal. They actually come in different sizes, and each one has a very specific job. You've got A flute, which is the thickest, and it's fantastic for stacking really heavy stuff. Then way on the other end, you have the super fine F flute. That one gives you a really smooth surface, perfect for high-quality printing on retail boxes. So knowing the flute type helps you match the exact right level of protection to what the customer needs. Okay, now let's talk about layers. This is where the term ply comes in. It's really simple. It's just the number of paper layers that make up the board. A standard box is usually 3-ply, but for the really heavy-duty jobs, you're going to need more. Let's look at a real-world example of this. Perfect. This number 5 you see here, it represents a 5-ply box. So when you see a product called the double wall 5-ply carton box on your product list, you instantly know what you're looking at. It's a heavy-duty solution. It's got 2 layers of that wavy flute and 3 flatliners, all designed for maximum strength and serious durability. But look, strength is only one piece of the puzzle, right? The actual shape and style of the box are just as critical for meeting your customers' needs. So let's check out the 2 most common styles you're going to run into. So on one side, you have the RSC, the regular slotted container. This is your classic workhorse shipping box. It's efficient, it's cost-effective, and it's built to just get the job done. Then, on the other side, you have the die-cut box. You should think of this one more like a custom-tailored suit for a product. It's cut from a very specific template or a die to create unique mailers or boxes with special inserts. It's absolutely perfect for retail displays or subscription boxes that really need to make an impression. So, we've talked about the material, the strength, and the style. Now, let's put it all together. Because with this new vocabulary, you can completely change the conversation from just a simple request for a box to a confident recommendation for the perfect packaging solution. And it's really just a simple 3-step conversation. First, you just ask about the product. So, what are we protecting here? Then, you talk about strength. Is it heavy? Is it fragile? This is your moment to shine, using terms like ply and flute to show you know your stuff. And finally, you discuss the purpose. Is this just for shipping or is it going on a store shelf? That's what's going to help you decide between a standard RSC and a custom die cut. See? This approach turns you from an order taker into a trusted packaging consultant. Always remember this. You are not just selling paper and glue. When you speak this language, you're selling peace of mind. You're giving your customers the confidence that all their hard work, everything they've put into their product, is protected and is going to arrive in perfect condition. That's huge. So now, the next time you look at a box, you won't just see cardboard. You'll see the whole story, a story of engineering, protection, and purpose.
And now you have the tools to help your customers write the next chapter in their own packaging story, making sure every single delivery has a happy ending.